I have a dream. This was the speech that changed the world in 1963. Is your podcast changing the world in 2020? I have a dream. This was the speech that changed the world in 1963, with 4 words and 7 microphones. Is your podcast changing the world in 2020 with a few dozen episodes and a couple of microphones? Marhaba, hello and welcome. Allow me first to introduce myself. My name is Reham. I was born in Damascus, Syria. So my first language is Arabic and I'm from the MENA region. This abbreviation stands for Middle East and North Africa. And like most indie podcasters, I record my episodes at home in our apartment and sometimes in our car. So you've tuned in today to hear about prejudice and perspective in podcasting, yet here I am with my own prejudices and stereotypes, assuming that all Westerners and people living in first world countries, upon hearing that I'm from a third world country, this is what comes to their mind when they think of our housing and transportation in Syria and Egypt. So let me reintroduce myself, but this time prejudice and stereotype free on your side as well as mine. My name is Reham. This is me at age 2. I was born in Damascus. Damascus, the capital of Syria. My hometown is the oldest continuously inhabited capital in the world. My husband is Egyptian, so our son, 11 years old, and our daughter, 9, are half Syrian, half Egyptian. But they are 100% Mo Salah fans, if you're familiar with the forward player at the Liverpool Soccer Club. I started podcasting in 2018, and my show is called Rehاميات. It's a weekly podcast with a new episode coming out every Friday morning. It's in Arabic and it aims at empowering Arabic-speaking women around the world. The majority of my listeners are females. She could be a university student, a businesswoman, a refugee, a teacher, or a stay-at-home mom. She could be the woman living in the apartment next door, or she could be listening to the episode from Canada, China, New Zealand. The moon is not included yet, but the sky is the limit in the topics we cover in my podcast. My most downloaded episodes were the ones about depression and mental health, female genital mutilation, and the series on menstrual cycle awareness. The biggest lesson I learned from podcasting is that everybody wants and longs to be seen and heard. Every single human deserves to be seen and heard. But what are the things that prevent us as podcasters from truly seeing people and hearing them? It's not the technicalities or the fact that we are the ones behind the microphone, so it only makes sense that others see us and they listen to us. But what I'm talking about here is building a true, deep, and meaningful relationship with my audience, a life-changing relationship, to bridge the gap between me and them. But on that bridge, I'll build a highway with lanes of traffic that go both ways. In order for your purpose-driven podcast to reach its potential and to have the impact it was meant to make, then you need both lanes of this highway to be working equally well. Unfortunately, the P word sneaks in and blocks one of these 2 lanes like a huge rock. Prejudice in podcasting disables my hearing and sight and eventually affects my perspective. When I prejudge a situation or a person or a group of people, when I don't question the assumptions I've inherited, and when I don't fight against the stereotypes I see all around me in the news and on social media, this means that not only am I keeping this rock, but I'm also drawing cool graffiti on it. So in order to bring back the flow of life in both lanes of my bridge, I need to drill right through the rock with intentionality, perseverance, and willingness to pay the price. It's then and only then that I'll find myself able to see people for who they truly are and to be humbled by listening to their stories. I have a dream. Every podcaster starts their podcasting journey with these 4 words. And since podcasting is theater of the mind, then let us keep this image in our minds. A picture of the highway on a bridge. And as we podcast, let us stay vigilant for the rock of prejudice and to constantly check the health of our perspective. Thank you. Shukran.